Hey everyone, I'm Xonani. Welcome to my new video. In this video we will talk about reference books. I will show you all my most favorite reference books, and there are two groups of them. One group is or are these books from World Edition, and another group of books are my vintage books, my botanical vintage books, or vintage books of birds and other animals. We will come to that later, but first we will have a look at these books here. These books from World Edition are reference books. I have a few. Two with colored illustrations and 5 with black and white illustrations with line work in it and old etching prints. And this is so fascinating and I love it so much. I love these books for reference. We will start with the insects. Insects, you all know I love bugs, and I had to have this one. All of these books have the possibility to download all the pictures in these books. You get a link and you get a passkey to download all the files. They say that all the pictures in these books are so old that this is the possibility that they're all free of rights, and you should check them if you use them as they are in an artwork or build something digitally with your downloaded pictures. Be careful, but they should be free of rights from third persons, I guess. They write it in some of the books. They're not longer protected by copyright, but please be careful. That's not a guarantee that they can make. Of course, all of these books have a soft cover, and it's a very soft cover. It feels really nice in the hands, and there are a lot of pages. Here you can see what's in this book, and they have for the downloads technical support. So, and there it begins. I can't show you the whole book here. Perhaps I will ask my Patreons if they want to see one of or two of these books, and we can look at it together. First we start with the butterflies, and there are a lot of different butterflies and moths in it, as you can see, and they're in between pictures from the whole landscape they came from. So look at this. It's wonderful. And you can also see what's inside the insect and the whole parts of the insect. I think it's so inspiring to look at all these. Yeah, here you can see it here as well. The parts of the insects. It's so inspiring, and it's so, yeah, I learned something. Like here again. Such a nice reference book, and it's such a great collection of different bugs and stuff I'm interested in. And the cool thing is that you can download it and build digitally your own reference for your painting. That's so cool. So, insects. Next one, perhaps I have to do a trigger warning. There will be skeletons and skulls. If you don't want to see that, skip to this part of the video. So, but I have a lot more skeletons here, but not from humans. And in this book, there are a lot of Veritas themed pictures, and there are also these etching technique printed pictures, old prints in it. A lot of skeletons, and I love to draw this. all of the nice details here you can find in this book. And here's what I meant, Veritas. You have the kid, the baby, the very young human, and the already dead. This is so nice. And it's so inspiring. I will draw that all of them. Smaller pictures. It's a lot to find in here. It's so much stuff in here. Oh, this page, this spread, I really like. All of the cloth, like it falls. It's so nice. It's so nice for reference. Look at this. It's wonderful. I want to draw this all, and I already drew a few of them. This is also so incredibly good. If you also like something like this and you like to draw something like this, then this is a very nice reference book for you. So good. I already want to start drawing if I see this. And in the back there are a lot of portraits with skulls, and it was in fashion to this time that they have their portraits with the skull. I like the pattern of this cloth thing here, and the neck thing. I have no idea how this is called. This is so great. And there are a lot stuff, a lot details which are so interesting in this book. Also here, look at this, the details. It's great. The hair, look at the hair. It's so inspiring. Okay, you can go to the museum and see all the stuff in the museum, but it's good to have it in a collection, in a book here, and you can open it and look for reference pictures for your art. It's so great. And I guess they write it here somewhere. These books are made for artists, for designers, for tattoo artists, and all the creative persons that we have reference pictures. The next one are also skeletons, but animal skeletons, and I think this is so good to have them. I think it's not easy to paint animals sometimes, and if you understand, that is what I also think from the human skeletons. If you understand the skeletons of the beings, you understand the anatomy and you understand the proportions, and you can, it's easier to draw them. And as a person who likes to draw skeletons in every way, it's a treasure chest here. You see all the different kinds of animals, and you have the skulls and the skeletons, and you can look inside. It's so cool. I love this book. Look at this. And there they always show what's around, so you can imagine which animal it is. I guess if you look at the number, here's always a number. Perhaps they have the, no, they don't. But I guess in the insects books they have. Yeah. In the insect books you have the numbers and you have all of the names from the insects. This is also very, very nice to have. But I don't know if here, I don't know. It isn't. you don't get it here, but perhaps if you download the files, perhaps there is the name of the animal. I have no idea. I haven't downloaded the files yet. I use them as a reference books to directly use it to draw in my sketchbook. But oh, I really like this one. That's why I have the little piece of paper in it here. Look at this. This is so cool and so inspiring. Also, all of these skulls, so nice to have as a reference. All the bones, the kangaroo, I guess, and rats and mice. So nice. Oh, here a bat or a snake. Also with something around, some plants around, and the frog. A chameleon, I have no idea how to say this. So nice. It's such an inspiring book. I can recommend these books a lot. So next one, ornamental designs. And this is also great. Look at this. This is a collection of all of these nice patterns and things you see in these old paintings with plant-shaped stuff. Okay, you can get an idea of what's in this book. If you like patterns, this is for you. Look at this one. This one is so beautiful. I haven't seen this yet. It's so much to see here. Oh, this is very nice. Very inspiring. Look at these. All of these nice, I guess it should be fern here, and it's so good. I drew a few of them in my sketchbook here. This is so nice, these patterns. And if you draw this from reference here, it's easier to design your own patterns in this style, because you learn every time you draw stuff like this, you learn more, and then you can make your own. Look at this. This is so beautiful. Ornamental design. And as always, you can download all of the pictures from their website, Bird Skeletons. I really love this book. I love birds and I love to draw their skeletons. So we have, I have the one with all of the different animals. There are also birds inside. And they are, it's really nice. You learn a lot in these books, out of these books. And these are only birds. And this is so cool. Look at that. So inspiring. And I have to say, from this walled edition books. There are so much of them. I have only 7 of them, but there are a lot more with all the different kinds of stuff you can imagine. Look at this. Oh, I want to draw it. These books inspire me so much, and it's really good to have. Every time I don't know what to draw, I take one of these books. I have drawn this one. Perhaps you've seen it in I painted 60 days in a row. I made a video, I think it's one of the last videos. Perhaps the last video? No, the video before the last video, I guess. It's also so great. And here you can always look what bird it is. There are the Latin names of the birds, and here there's unknown bird. Oh, this is a hen, actually. The skeleton of a hen. Nice. Yeah. Okay, now I have 2 colored botanical, 2 of them, vintage botanical illustrations. I love them so much. These are so inspiring, and there are more of stuff like this, botanicals and stuff like this. I really love especially the botanical vintage illustrations. This I have already drawn. Look at this, look at the colors. Look at this with the fruits. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, this one. There are also these smaller pictures, or the passion fruit and the passion flower. I always have to imagine who made these illustrations and when and where have they been, and they found these wonderful plants and illustrated them. I have no idea who the artist is. This would be very interesting to find out, I guess. To which encyclopedia these pictures, these illustrations belong to. This would be so nice to know. I think you can find it out if you look long enough into the internet, but I don't want to do this. It's so nice. So great. Look at this. Look at this. Can you see it? Okay. And also the drawings on the side. Oh, it's so nice. And here are always the names of the flowers, of the plants. And okay, I have to find out. I have to find out more about these illustrations. Look at them. It's so nice and beautiful. I know I'm saying this all the time. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's so wonderful and so inspiring. And this is so wonderful. And also a few mushrooms here in this book. And also, again, smaller pictures, bigger pictures. I can't recommend enough these books. I will link a few of these books in my video description, of course, or all of them I have here, but you have to look for the other ones. There are a lot more of these wonderful books. World editions, such great reference books. I can't recommend them enough. I love them, I use them, and because you can download all the files, all the images of this book, of these books, you can do a lot of things with it. It's so great. So then we come to the next group of reference books I love. And I have a lot of them, and I can only show you a few of them. My favorite ones, most favorite ones. So I have a few. So I have a lot of these vintage nature books. And of course, because I live in Germany on the border to Denmark, I have a lot of books in German or Danish. And I have also a few books in English. So my very favorite ones I have to show you. This is one of my most favorite ones. These are fungi, mushrooms of mid-Europe. And I have shown this book before in one of my videos. I use it a lot for reference because I love to paint mushrooms. And I love these illustrations. Look at these wonderful illustrations. Okay, a lot of the things they write in these books are not correct anymore. You have to be careful. There are a few, they say they're eatable, but they are not. Back in the days, they ate them and they haven't realized the small amounts of toxic stuff they ate. Look at these wonderful illustrations. I love these books so much. And you can find these books in your thrift shop. Go in your thrift shop. Look at old books. Look at old botanical books and old books about animals and stuff. You can find so much cool things. And they, if they are old enough, they have these wonderful illustrations. Here, this book is from 1964. And they are treasures. Treasures, these books. One of my favorites is the Oxford Book of Wildflowers. The book publisher made two different kinds of them. These are the old ones. They the name is the Oxford Book of Wildflowers, and the newer books are the illustrated books of trees. It's the same series, but it's harder to get the old versions, and I think that the old versions have the better illustrations. I have from these books, I also have the illustrated books of insects and of birds. I saw the illustrated books of trees, the Oxford. I think Katie Moody has the old one, the Oxford book of trees. I only find the newer, I don't know the word, if it's published a second time, but it's so nice, especially also this one. You can see all the different trees. You have all the different trees in this book, with all the things, with all the leaves and the fruits they make, all the tree shapes. It's very inspiring, and if you want to learn paint trees the right way or draw trees the right way, a lot of stuff in between, but here you can see all the leaves. It's so interesting and so inspiring, all the different leaf forms and how the trees grow. It's so interesting, and so yeah, I've learned a lot from this book, and it's so nice to paint and draw from these reference pictures. Also the landscapes you can see in here. As I said before, Katie Moody showed this book in one of her videos, and then I looked for it, and it's so hard to find. And these are beautiful, beautiful illustrations. Beautiful illustrations. Look at this. And before I found this book of trees, I found the book of wildflowers, and this is my absolute favorite. This is the very old one, and it smells a bit moldy. So look at these. It's very old. I guess it's from 1960. And the illustrations here are wonderful. I also found this book in the newer version, and the illustrations are also very beautiful, but I guess here are more contrasts. But you never know what you get. Perhaps this varies from book to book. I have no idea. But this book, I love it so much. And all of the pages, look at these pages, how nice they placed all of the plants on these pages. There are a few very nice pages like this. Look at this. And this. Oh. A few trees in the back. And these are really hard to find for a good price, but I recommend that you look for it. From time to time you go into your perhaps Amazon or your thrift book shop on the internet. Perhaps you find them in your first thrift shop in your town. Look at these wonderful illustrations. And it's so easy to find very nice books. I will show them to you in a moment in your thrift shops. I got a few from my very good friend. She lives in Denmark, and the thrift shops in Denmark are so much better than in Germany. Oh, look at this page. It's so nice. So you can imagine how I love this book. And because we speak about this book series, here's the Oxford Book of Birds. It's so nice. These illustrated birds. And I don't know what you think, but for me, it's so much easier to have an illustration as a reference, not a photo. I think there is some work the illustrator here does for you. You don't have to do it again. So sometimes it's easier to have an already illustrated image of something as a reference. All the birds. It's so nice. Oh, look at this owl. And it's always placed in a bit of where they live. This is the bird book and also the insect book we have here. Ooh, this is also nice. Oh, I like this. Okay, I really like this. Oh, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful illustration. And I always get so much inspiration out of the color palette they use and how they illustrate it. Look at this, it's so soft, and you can also see all the butterflies here, which are important and which they name and describe here. And in the background you have this flower and it's so soft. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So much butterflies and so much bugs. Okay, these are quite new in my collection because I love the book of trees and the book of wildflowers so much. I wanted to have all the others as well. Yeah, vintage books. And if you go to the thrift shop, you can find a lot of books like this with illustrated birds. This is from Denmark. Let's see if 1975. And these are only birds. This is one of the books my friend Jennifer gifted to me. She has also an art YouTube channel. I will link her, of course. Oh, how cute, how nice. So nice, and you get so much stuff. Oh, this one I have to show you. This was also a gift from my friend. She found it in, how beautiful this is. 1971, and the illustrations are just beautiful. Look at them. Can you see this? I hope I'm not out of focus or something. These reference books, these books for reference, are great. Look at this bird. Look at the colors. If you have books like this, you can paint and paint and paint and draw, and you always find something to draw or paint. You will never be out of ideas. If I don't know what I should draw, I use one of the books and I go through the pages, and there's always something that inspires me and that I want to draw. And I can recommend to have a little collection of vintage books or reference books to find things to paint if you have no idea what to paint. These are also collections of nature stuff. All of the small illustrations of flowers, but also animals, frogs. so much stuff. Oh, I also painted this. Bugs, butterflies, moths, more bugs. I love these books. I love these books, and I have a lot more. I have a lot more of them. I have so much of them. These are only plants, I guess. Yeah. Flora, it says. Oh, look at these nice plants. And you don't have to copy the image one-to-one in your sketchbook. Sometimes I do this. But if I have really no idea and I really only want to draw and don't use my brain in any way, but you can think about what could this be and how could it grow, and you can do your own fantasy plant out of this one. You don't have to stuck to the reference too much. You can use leaves and these crinkling plant parts for a pattern or for some frame in your sketchbook for something else. You can do so much, and it's such a great inspiration. This is a very nice book here. I should draw something after I filmed this. I should do this. And a lot more, and a lot more. And I have a lot more. I have so many of these books. Oh, this is cute. That I don't know what's inside them. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, this is so nice. This book. This is like a diary. This is a nature journal of a woman, and you go with her through the year, what happens in January, February, and so on. And she always illustrates something out of nature to this month. And this is such a wonderful book. There are a few pages January, a few pages February, and so on. And this is really nice. Oh, look at this. So beautiful and so inspiring. Oh, this is a long video. I'm so sorry. Oh, look at this. This looks awesome. And the lichen. Oh, this looks so good. I have to look at all my books again and go through them and sketch a lot. I should do this. I should take a bit of time for this. Oh. Yeah. But you can imagine what I want to show you with the reference books here, with all the reference books here. It's so inspiring to have some. Perhaps you prefer to have photos as a reference, so you can collect perhaps photo books. There are so many books with photographs of animals and plants and other stuff, and landscapes. You can have books with landscapes and go in your practice with this reference book. For me, I prefer to paint plants and animals. That's why I have so much plants and animal books. For somebody else, the books could look different. You could have, for inspiration, you can have books with different cloth patterns, or this is also what I have. I also have a few pattern reference books like this one. This I could show you also. ornament books because I love pattern. Here are so much inside. I have the smallest version of the book. You can get it a lot bigger, but it's so expensive. Perhaps it's you can see a lot more in the bigger version of the book. I link them in the video description. But most of the books are from thrift shops and I have no idea if I can find them. So I can recommend to go with open eyes in your thrift shop and look at the old books, at the vintage books, or at the photo books or landscapes or patterns or whatever you are inspired from. I'm using a lot more books for inspiration from artists, special artists or illustrators or designers. I have a lot of books here for inspiration, but these are the reference books I wanted to show you, which I use regularly, is especially the walled books or my vintage illustrated nature books. These are my most favorite books for reference, and I hope that this video was inspiring and helpful for you. And please leave a comment if you have any recommendations of other reference books, good reference books. I'm always interested in your sources of references. Then don't forget to leave a like or perhaps hype this video. This is the new thing to do. Thank you so much for your support, and a huge thank you to my wonderful Patreons. You are amazing. Thank you so much for being with me and supporting me. Then have a great time, my friends, and we see us in the next video. Then take care of yourself. Bye.